everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea. It's nice to have you guys here. Today I'm going to do a bit of a plan with me video. I need to set up my planner for April. I can't believe it's already the end of March. March has been a very weird month, which I will get into a bit more as we start doing the planning for April. Normally I will do a time lapse and then talk you through once everything's done, but I thought it might be fun to actually talk to you while I draw everything out. If you have a planner and need to set it up for April, maybe get your planner, set this video up on your phone or your tablet or your laptop at whatever desk space you use, wherever you set up your planner, and maybe you can set up your planner with me while I do mine. Let me get the camera switched around and we'll get started. Okay, so this is the current week. We're gonna switch over to April. I've got my box of stickers, so we're gonna open that up. I haven't really been using the dashboard. I didn't do it for March the way that I did for February. I don't know, I just find that, again, March was a really crazy month and I ended up not really needing it, but I do think I want to leave just a few spaces to write some more notes at the front. So I'm just gonna take some sticky notes and stick them down. So if you've watched one of my previous planner videos, you know that my planner is by Fringe Studio and it is from Anthropologie. That's where I get most of my Fringe Studio items. I think I'll use a couple stickers. Let's use "The life is so much easier when you just chill out." That's kind of nice. I'll use some of these cactus stickers. I use the stickers to help me stick down the post-it notes so that they're not totally flying loose. And I'm just going to keep that one pretty basic. So my planner comes built in with a space to write down April goals, April birthdays, anniversaries, and then to-dos. So when I set this up, I always go back to the previous month and migrate over anything that needs to be migrated over. I will set out the to-dos later, so I'll fill in all of this later. But next we go to the monthly spread. This is a Sunday start planner, and I generally prefer Monday starts. I just like having the weekend kind of separate. So what I do as a way of kind of just getting around it being a Sunday start, so with a highlighter I go in and I just draw a line down between Sunday and Monday and between Friday and Saturday, so that my week is kind of kept between those lines, and then I know that on this side is the weekend. A couple things that I put down on the planner is payday. It will be on the 9th and on the 23rd. I also like to go through and highlight any holidays I want to be aware of. So April is Easter, April 12th. I think that's the only holiday I'm that concerned about. Although on April 1st, put YouTube 4th birthday, because I started this channel on April 1st. It was not an April Fool's joke. On April 1st, 2016. So it's almost 4 years. So I'll go through and I'll put in my schedule, which has kind of changed quite a bit. I've got a couple standing appointments, fill all of that in later, and then otherwise the week I'm working from home entirely now, so I don't really worry about putting when I have to go to campus, because I don't have to go to campus. So switching over to the first weekly spread, one of the things this planner does is it will give you a full weekly spread for the whole of each month. So under the March tab, there's a weekly spread that's just Monday, Tuesday, and then it's blank the rest. And then this first weekly spread in April starts on the Wednesday. I still like having everything ready. I'm not going to have 2 days of using this planner in this section and then finish the week in this section. I'm going to want my whole week together. So in those cases, I look to see which weekly spread in which month has the most days. So for the case of April, it's only 2 days that are still March. The rest of the week is in April, so I'm going to use this one and leave the last weekly spread in March blank. So I'm going to come in here and just put a 30 and a 31 so that I've got the dates. And now we start to decorate. So because of everything that's going on and how crazy and weird and stressful it is, I just really want kind of a nice, fun, colorful planner for the month. And I really fell in love with how I did this past week in the planner. So I'm going to do a modified version of that for April. So I'm going to use a different highlighter color for each week. So we'll start with pink. I'm going to go through and put 2 lines of highlight for each day at the top on the one side. So I've already done it for Friday for an appointment I have coming up. And so these are going to be any appointments or events I have. Then I'm going to go through and put little dashes, and these will be my little like check boxes for tasks. So I'm going to put those in kind of 2 columns for all of the boxes. I did have these on the other side this past week with events on this side and tasks going down this side, but there's actually more lines doing it this way, so I can fit more tasks here. And I just put 3 tasks on each weekend day. So I'm going to go through now and do the other pages in some different colors. By the time we get to the end, as you can see, there's 4 days of this week that are in April, 3 days that are in May, so I'll finish out this weekly spread going into May, and then when I start the spread in May, I won't use this spread, I'll go straight to this one. We've got green, blue, peachy orange, purple, and pink. I'm using the Stabilo Swing Cool pastel highlighters. Love these things. The way that I have this set up is I've got 2 lines that can be an appointment or an event. So I've got one therapy session on Friday, I've got another on Thursday, and then physical therapy will be this Friday as well. I'm not going to go through and fill in the rest of the weeks just yet, just because I feel like my schedule, I don't know about you guys, but right now my schedule is kind of changing on an almost daily basis. It just seems like everything is up in the air and I never really know one week to the next what's going to happen. So I feel pretty confident in these appointments for this week, but like my physical therapy is pretty much always on Friday, but that could change next week. Who knows? On days that I don't have any appointments or events, these lines can become extra task lines. But for the most part, it's nice to kind of leave them blank. Then what I do is I break these 2 task lists down. The shorter side or the lesser side is self-care type stuff. So I'll put go for a walk or do yoga. I try to read a little bit every day. I put in a note to eat my lunch or a snack, some kind of midday meal. Last week, or this past week, I only had 3, so I'm switching to 4. So I'm going to leave that 4th one blank for now, and each day I can decide on a different self-care task. I'm going to fill in these kind of standard ones for now. And I just do that for the week. I've noticed that now that I'm working from home completely, I'm used to having a bit more structure, if not to my day, then at least to my week. You know, I'm used to Monday and Friday being a work from home day, but Tuesday and Thursday are campus days, and Wednesday I work at my parents' house. So I'm kind of used to work from home, work on campus, work at my parents' home, work on campus, work from home. So working from home the majority of the week, except for the one day I go over to my parents' house, has been a bit of an adjustment. And I've just noticed that once I sit at this desk, it's really easy for me to completely lose track of time. And so having it in my planner to take a break to have lunch or eat a snack or both, having a note to go for a walk or stop and do some yoga, having a note to read either on my lunch break or as a separate like afternoon coffee break just really helps. It makes me feel like I'm still being productive if I have it to check off my list. I also need to, Monday I will upload a video. Wednesday I will upload the vlog. And then Friday I will upload a video, assuming I can get more stuff filmed. On Thursday edit video. Tuesday will be an edit day. Monday, I need to work on book review. So I'm working on a book review. So I'll put that on Tuesday. It's due on April 1st. So I want to have that kind of top of my list. I need to make a presentation for one of my classes. I need to make space for this. I'm going to get a little bit cramped. So we're going to do task lists and then make separate check boxes for 101, 302, and B302. Those are the 5 classes I'm teaching. That covers everything on that sticky note, but still leaves me some space. I need to pay my rent. We'll do that tomorrow. Then the rest of the week, I will kind of leave the tasks to kind of fill up. So I will put more tasks on this page tomorrow, and then more stuff will get filled in as I look at what I have to do. So I'm going to let this fill out more throughout the week, but let's do some decorating. I don't want to use up all of my plant stickers. I used a lot this week, but I did really like them. They make me happy. This is the fun part to me, I feel like. Let's use some of my self-care stickers. So these are a book of self-care stickers by Free Period Press that I got from Paper Source for my birthday. So we'll put them, make a cup of coffee at the start of the week. And then let's put the reminder to focus on the good. Let's put that here. Looks like this week the stickers are going to go at the top. And then let's use the unplug for 1 hour right now. Remind me to do that later. And then I'll grab some of these hearts. So the rest of the month will kind of go the same. Each week I'll sit down either on Sunday or first thing Monday morning, and I'll fill out everything I know for that week. So I won't fill in these later weeks until later in the month. As I'm aware of things though, I like having the rest of the month set up so that if sometime this week I need to put down a task or an appointment for later in the month, my weekly spread is already set up how I want it to be set up. And so I can easily just drop stuff in as a task or as an event and not have to worry about rearranging how I plan anything in terms of the design and layout. So for the time being, while I'm working at home, this kind of spread of just a couple lines for events and appointments, and then having the rest of it majority be tasks, but then also split it between work tasks and kind of self-care tasks, just makes it a little bit nicer for me as I'm working. It's a good reminder of both, going back here, making sure that I'm doing the self-care stuff, that I'm eating regularly, that I'm taking time to read and kind of zone out a bit, that I'm taking time to move, whether that's doing yoga and stretching here at home or going out for a walk around my neighborhood, that I'm doing something. And I'm more likely to do those things, I've found, if I can check them off as a task. And then I like decorating the pages week by week as well, because then it gives me something fun to do. Whereas if I took all the fun today and decorated all of the pages, then it makes it a little bit more difficult for me to kind of go with how I'm feeling. I feel like we probably all have been pretty stressed. So like this week, my self-care stickers will be really good. But like last week, I really did enjoy the plant stickers. And I think I'll probably come back to those again in a future week. But like next week, I might use, I'm just going to put one of these down now. Like I can put the Easter sticker with Easter. And I've got some other Easter stickers, so I'll probably put those on this 2-week spread because it's Easter week. So I like decorating them as I go, but I like having it set up structurally this way at the start of the month. So yeah, so I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say. This is how I'm setting up my planner for this crazy time we're in. I'm really trying not to over-plan or over-task my days, but there are definitely a lot of things that I have to do. It's kind of crazy to think that I'm going into the 3rd week of working from home full-time, and I only have about 5 weeks left this week. It's pretty much the end of April, so 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Yeah, not that much left of the semester, but still, a ton of work left to do. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, give the video a thumbs up. If I can get my thumbs in focus, thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Say hi in the comments. Let me know how you are planning. Has working from home and everything that's going on in the world right now, has it been changing your job that much? Is that changing how you plan? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. It hasn't thrown me off that much in terms of planning, but I definitely have had a kind of rejig of how my planner is set up, just because the kind of hourly schedule isn't really as much of a factor for me now. It's more just I have a set bunch of tasks to do each day, and so the task list portion has become a lot more important, as has the self-care side of things. So yeah, so let me know how you're planning in your planner right now, and yeah, I will see you all soon in the next video. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye bye.